Hey everybody, back with another Polars tutorial. This video is the first part of a two-part series I'll be doing on grouped operations in Polars, namely getting summary statistics from a Polars data frame by one or more grouping variables. In this example, I'll only be showing one grouping variable, but adding additional grouping variables onto that is very easy. In this video, I'll be showing you how to get collapsed summary statistics. By a single grouping variable in the data frame. So in other words, since we're grouping by just male and female, the sex column I created here, we're going to get two records. In the next video, I'll show you how to get grouped summary statistics while maintaining the shape of the original data frame. In other words, making sure that we don't lose any of the original rows and columns. So the way you get summary statistics is by collapsing. Is very easy in Polars. If you're familiar with something like pandas, it's extremely similar to that. So the general format is you start by listing the data frame, and then you use the group by method on it. So it's a data frame method, so we have to execute it on the data frame as a whole, not a single column. And then within the parenthesis, we specify our grouping column. Here, our grouping column is going to be sex. And then we pass that grouped data frame into the .ag method. And in .ag, that's where we list not only our columns, but the summary statistics we want to generate on those columns. Now, there's a few ways to get summary statistics, but it's generally a best practice to use ag. And what this is going to return, again, is a new collapsed data frame. We're going to lose all of the original records. And oftentimes that is what we want. We don't want all the original records. We want the records to be collapsed. So I'll go ahead and program through it. Rather than just looking at a wall of code. I always find that's maybe a little easier to learn. So the name of the data frame we're using is just called demo. And so just type in demo.groupby. And then the name of the grouping column, sex. And I'm actually going to put this in a parenthesis, just so Python's not so picky about the spacing. And then we're going to pass in .ag. pl.call, age, and then the summary statistic we want, so mean. So we'll go ahead and run that and see how it looks. Yeah, so there we have it. That's the mean age for men and women in our Polars data frame. Now, one thing that might not be so informative is the name of this column. It's just age. If we were to just look at this table or hand this table off to somebody else, this wouldn't be very helpful because there's nothing indicating that this column is the mean age of the column. Someone might look at this and think, well, there's an age for somebody in there that's invalid, 27.57. So there is a way to do that. Since this is returning a data frame, and since these are columns that are being returned, we can alias these columns. In other words, assign them a name. We can say age mean. So there we go. That's a little better. And so if we want to do multiple aggregations, that's also very easy to do. You just put in a comma, and then you just keep specifying more columns that you want aggregations for. So we'll do another one for age, but get the median. And we'll do a few more for GPA. So there we go, very easy. Got an error here. Oh, I didn't capitalize. Whoops. Okay, so there's summary statistics for the mean and the median for age and GPA. So again, that's how you create a new collapsed data frame with summary statistics using group by and agg. In the next video, I'll show you how to do this while maintaining the original data structure. So thanks for watching and have a good day.